Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Aviators of Chicago taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, you're...
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two for him.
That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, Minor, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. But you look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers, takeaways they call them. And anytime you can get two or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let him get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll drop to throw. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And a quick throw here that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. O'Neal. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Aviators are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Nelson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. But you look at this defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. Minor has some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll set up a throw. His throw incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball down.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 8 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays, and it's capped off by the Baltimore score. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
To throw on 2nd down, O'Neal. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw. O'Neal eluding the press. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. O'Neal. Wide open receiver complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 52 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Back to throw. O'Neal. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9 yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This to Graham on the short pass. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 43, here's second and a couple. Off play action. O'Neal. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 17-7 to score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
Looking to throw. O'Neal. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third. Touchdown! From 13 yards out. And the Aviators are able to stretch out their lead. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense back out there. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side. Gave up the points too, Charles, but they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. O'Neal. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Now they go screen. It's complete. Into space at the 45. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. O'Neal. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Off the play fake. O'Neal. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 23. A gain there of 21 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's a give up the middle. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 4th down, O'Neal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Aviators are able to add on to their first half lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point right down the middle, and a route is on here in this first half.
31, Ravens 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This to Graham on the short pass. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw here. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
31-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Minor. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Harris running straight ahead. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. O'Neal looking middle, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down. O'Neal. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Back to throw. O'Neal. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now this one complete on the slant route. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Aviators.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is Miller, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
To throw on 2nd down, O'Neal. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you at home as we take you around the NFL on this 25th day of December. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, and that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. The Jaguars looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Lumberjacks seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory.
All right, right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Second down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. O'Neal. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up third down.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Off play action. O'Neal. And this one is incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here. But that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
An extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a pause. There's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He has been nearly impossible to throw on all year long. If it was me, I'd say he could go ahead and book that trip to the NFL Award Show in February. He's going to be Defensive Player of the Year, I think. What do you think?
I would agree with you, and the reason why, because he takes the ball away, because he gets to the football. The only way a defensive back ever wins this award is because they have a number of interceptions, takeaways, knockdowns, all of that. Add it all together, he's created a lot of big plays.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Chicago offense set to get started. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And that'll be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. O'Neal. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
Throwing on 1st down. O'Neal. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Looking to throw. O'Neal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Aviators continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career.
3rd and 4.
Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They'll look to throw again. He completes it to Nelson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Minor. Ooh, the juke. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Ravens are able to claw one back. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. O'Neal. Over the middle, complete. That's Miller. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Chicago.
Looking to throw. O'Neal. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now a toss here, short side. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, O'Neal. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throwing again. O'Neal. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, O'Neal. Over the middle, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Ravens' 23-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And here he'll get it down to the 7. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
3-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. O'Neal got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Aviators extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. You wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 20, here's 2nd down at a yard. Off the play fake. O'Neal. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
2 yards on the play. First down, Aviators.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw. O'Neal. It's complete. It's Miller. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
7 yards.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. O'Neal working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. But now he appears to be in some pain. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Off play action. O'Neal. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result, this is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off the play fake. O'Neal. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 28-yard line.
They'll set up a throw.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Right back to him on first down.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 16 more on that one and another first down.
16 yards. First down, Aviators.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Third down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Chicago, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.